Hey guys, it's Dave from Two Average Dudes on this rainy fall day. So some of you might have seen in the news that StatsCan might be taking your information so they can see where you spend and blah 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 and everything else. What? Like, if that's the same as somebody walking up to me on the street and saying, hey, can I see a bank statement so I can see where you're spending and how much you get? And can I see your credit card statement so I can see that too? And then I can compile some stupid thing. You know what? If you want my information, you ask me for it, and I'll tell you whether you get it or not. But, oh, wait. It's controlled by Trudeau. Well, guess what, boys and girls? We're not getting any results from that moron because he doesn't do anything. He flits around with his stupid socks, not doing his job, you know, all smile else. You know what? That's my personal information you're allowing StatsCan to take, and you're not doing a thing to protect it. And I don't care if you say it's secure or whatever with StatsCan. We all know how secure the government is, don't we? So that leads me to the next thing. What are the banks in that doing that are giving this information? Shouldn't they be telling you? I think they should. I think there's some moral obligation that they go and say, hey, you know what, Dave? Somebody's been poking around your account, and it is StatsCan, and we gave them the information. It boils my blood. Mike, what do you think?
Well, Dave, it's a mess here as well. Crummy weather up this way. Just like it is totally in our country right now after this. This is insane. What I'm going to do right now is send you to the clip of Justin Trudeau in the House of Commons discussing this, and then I'll get back on my comments later.
Mr. Speaker, there were disturbing reports this weekend that Stats Canada has informed banks and credit card companies that it expects them to hand over personal financial data of at least 500,000 Canadians without their knowledge or consent. Even worse, banks won't be allowed to inform their customers that the government is following every single one of their transactions. With a long history of government privacy breaches, Canadians are rightly worried. Why are the Liberals collecting the personal data of Canadians without telling them?
Honourable Prime Minister. Mr. Speaker, our government is ensuring that the personal data of Canadians are protected. Statistics Canada will use the anonymized data for statistical purposes only. No personal information will be made public. I understand Statistics Canada is actively engaged with the Privacy Commissioner's office on this project and is working with them to ensure Canadians' banking information remains protected and private. High-quality and timely data are critical to ensuring the government programs remain relevant and effective for Canadians.
Honourable Opposition House Leader.
Mr. Speaker, the Liberal government plans to access the personal financial information of Canadians without their knowledge or consent. Personal information like bill payments, online purchases, credit card transactions, cash withdrawals and deposits, even e-transfers between family members, and the list goes on. Will the Prime Minister do the right thing and immediately assure Canadians that this intrusion into their lives will be stopped?
Right Honourable Prime Minister.
Mr. Speaker, Canadians rightly expect that government agencies and groups like Statistics Canada work with the Privacy Commissioner to ensure that their private lives are protected. But, Mr. Speaker, need I remind you and all Canadians that it was the Conservative government that chose to stop the long-form census, to cancel the long-form census as a way of protecting people's private information. What that led to was more policy based on ideology and less policy based on evidence like we are doing now. Their attacks on data and information continue.
Well, there's really not much you can say about this except it's ridiculous. The fact of the matter is that they're not asking and they're just going to take your information from the bank is insane. It's almost like a communist country now. Like, come on, we're trying to get relevant data, my butt. Okay, they want to know exactly where you spend your money. They want to know if you're messing over the government. They want to know if you're hiding income. You know, it's wrong. And they're doing it without asking you or telling you. You know, at least tell us, actually. Even if they don't ask, at least send me a letter saying, oh, you're one of the 500,000 selected to get your banking info. So at least I know that not to do any banking in the next year. Like, this is unreal. It's ridiculous. I can't even go anymore because I'm just going to keep swearing. And then this is just a pointless video. But the government, this is, come on, Canadians, we gotta stand up for ourselves for once. We gotta stop being lazy and sitting back and not doing anything, okay? They're coming after all your information without even you knowing it and without even asking for your permission. So basically, nothing of yours is private anymore in this great country of Canada, or this former great country of Canada. You know, nothing is private. All right, guys, have a good one. Post your comments below. Thanks, bye.